Thank you so much for being here. Hall of Famer, 9-time All-Star, 2-time dunk champion with us on behalf of the Verizon Slam Dunk Contest. Thank you for making time for us.
Actually, 4-time. I just got credit for 2.
Oh, fair enough. Dominique, on that note, I want to start there. It's today's MJ's 54th birthday, and for some of our younger audience, can you tell us about that showdown at 88 in the dunk contest?
Number 21, Dominique Wilkins. Number 23,
the home of the Bulls and Michael Air Jordan, a city steeped in sports history, and the host for this year's All-Star Saturday.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Oh, that was fabulous. It was in Chicago Stadium. No stadium like it. When that place got noisy, you could feel the whole building shake, and Michael had the building shaking on that Saturday.
I broadcast the All-Star Saturday that weekend with the slam dunk competition and the three-point with Rick Barry and with Snapper Jones. Chicago was the perfect setting for it. There was a whole bunch of hype surrounding the entire event, and it was like being at some kind of big party.
Also, that was the day that Bird didn't take his warm-up off, hit the three-point shot, held his finger up, that he had won it before the shot even went in. So an amazing, amazing day there for the NBA.
Chicago.
Well, they're on their feet in Chicago for this man, their man, the defending champion, Michael Jordan.
This is what the judges are going to have to deal with this afternoon. Everybody expects a 10 from Michael Jordan.
Chicago's Jordan's town, you know, so yeah, you got a disadvantage going in because, you know, he's like God there in that city. So, but that's what makes it fun. You know, that's what makes it interesting.
Well, I show up that day and we look, we see that the judges are loaded with Chicago people. Chicago's pretty dang famous for being able to swing elections, and so I thought, Dominique Wilkins will have to so totally dominate this, and Jordan will have to make mistakes in order for Jordan not to win.
Dominique versus Michael Jordan would never, ever be top because they were going dunk for dunk.
From high above the rim.
Again, he makes it look like it's routine, but watch, look how far away he is. That's a great start for Dominique.
There he is from the top of the key, the perfect toss, the perfect timing, and look at, he stay up, and throws it through with power.
And the perfect score of 50 on that dunk from Dominique Wilkins, now the defending champion.
Well, we're still even as Jordan goes up and takes it way down.
So that's the second 50 of the day for Michael Jordan, but remember the scores from previous rounds don't advance. This is the championship. Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan.
That even has the Chicago fans humming because the power that Dominique has. He has more power than any dunker that I've seen play this game, with the creativity also going along with it. Here he comes up in the air. Look at the legs, look at the arms, the windmill, and power.
There is a dunk off in case there's a tie, a sudden dunk. Looked like a figure 8 with the double clutch. A 47 was awarded on that dunk.
There's another look at that dunk. Now watch when he takes off. Look at the way he moves the ball from the right down low to the left, two hands, and throws it through with authority.
Well, we watched Dominique Wilkins come in and again with a power and authority low with two hands.
And the judges have awarded Dominique Wilkins a 45.
That's incredible.
Could we call it a make good?
I mean, that's a two-hand windmill with authority from the sideline. Let's watch this one again. Here he comes, takes off, two hands up, down, around, and through with two hands.
They gave him a 50. They gave Jordan a 50. He defends his championship.
And he took off further inside than he did the last time, but it's still a spectacular dunk and certainly deserving of the high score that he received, Steve. But Dominique Wilkins got the short end of a very impressive dunk.
There will never be dunk contests like that again.
They gave him a 50 from high above the rim.
a legend when it comes to slam dunk competitions. What was your take on what you saw Blake Griffin do, jumping over a car, and why didn't you ever do something like that?
That's too easy. You didn't see one dunk like the other.
From high above the rim.
Michael would come through his legs, bam. He would glide in from the side with the ball back here, bam.
Call that special.
Michael said, "Oh, I got one better. I'm gonna kick my legs out." Bam!
Every dunk was to me, it was 100. You know, Dominique just up there trying to break the backboard. Every dunk was just hard and monstrous. Jordan with the finesse floating from the foul line. The greatest dunk contest ever.
When the competition got going in that final round, they both got 50s on their first dunks. And I thought something's got to happen here.
And the judges have awarded Dominique Wilkins a 45. That's incredible.
Because I tried to capitalize off of every dunk that I attempted. I said, if this dunk is good, I got to make the next dunk great. And I felt like my last dunk was my best dunk by far. But my score didn't reflect that. So.
He needs a 48 to tie, a 49 to win. The defending slam dunk champion, Michael Jordan.
Well, Michael, he understands the moment. He walked down, he took his time, he let everyone rise out of the seat, he let the fans put the signals up. He built a moment. He built a moment that we never forget.
I saw you walk around, look up in the stands, you looked at our announcers. What were you thinking?
I was searching, trying to find something to give me an idea of what to do. I didn't know what to do. Then all of a sudden, I found the guy who started it all. Dr. J was sitting over there, he was looking at me, and he pointed, like going back, go to and do the free throw line.
Michael is backing all the way to the middle of the backcourt. Now he's going to the baseline.
It was Michael's weekend in Chicago, starting with a slam dunk and then going into being the MVP in the All-Star game the next day.
Michael Jordan won the dunk contest. Dominique was a very hairline fracture close second.
But I truly believe in my heart, Dominique Wilkins, that was the second time he got robbed in a slam dunk contest.
He was furious about it. You know, it's funny, we were flying back, going back, I said, you know, there was no way you were going to win that dunk contest in Chicago. And you have to understand that.
And it's tough when you're Mike in Chicago. You jump from the free throw line twice. But I think anywhere else, Dominique might have won.
Dominique versus Michael in the dunk contest was like Hagler Hearns, Tyson Holyfield, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. It's a heavyweight fight. This is what everybody was building up for. All-Star Sunday took a back seat to All-Star Saturday. And it was the first time that that's probably ever happened. That was a culmination of showmanship.
How many slam dunks did you win?
I won 4, but
how many did you get cheated out of?
Yeah, okay.
He won 4, got credit for 2.
Wow.
Probably the greatest dunk contest ever. I'm a little biased, you know, because it's Mike and myself. But, you know, the thing at the end of the day, no matter who won, the fans got their money's worth. And that's what we were all about, is putting on a show.
You know, I always wondered, does it grate you at all that you didn't get the edge in that? I actually thought a legitimate argument could have been made that you won that contest.
I think most people feel that way.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Probably one.
He just told you he has 4.
Probably one.
I got you. Now, what was your objection, that Mike did the dunk from the free throw line twice?
Well, actually, it wasn't that. It's that I saved my best dunk for last. And I got a 50 on the previous one. That wasn't my best one. And so, again, saved the best one for last. I got 47. I looked up, I'm like, uh-oh. It ain't going to work out too good.
You know, it's interesting. You bring up the fact that back in the day, old school, loved going at it. Y'all wanted to put on the show, etc.
That was different. The passion and the level of passion that we brought to every one of these contests. Oh, as a player, period, we loved to compete against one another, and that was what we were all about. We were all about seeing who was the best. We wanted to know who the best was.
Michael Jordan, you know, it's hard, again, I hate comparison. Michael Jordan
It's another atmosphere.
These two guys met one another, that they didn't know that there was a contest within the contest, because both of those guys are so highly competitive that they knew who the opponent was that they were playing against on any given night that they played.
We played Chicago. You know it's going to be a shootout. Or we got down about 2 minutes. We up like maybe 5 or something. Jordan got about 45. Nick got about 42. And he go, well, I need 5 more points. But that's the way Nick made such a competitor. He wanted not only beat Jordan, he wanted to outscore him.
It was always a battle, you know. So we pushed each other to the limit. When we competed, it was like showtime.
They were fighting for scoring titles. They were fighting all the highlights every night. And they finally had the big battle in the slam dunk contest in '85, which Nick had won. And now in '88, they're going at it again. And they were probably the two most exciting individual players at the time. Unfortunately for Dominique, it was in Chicago.
Dominique was power, and Jordan was more finesse. You know, Jordan would fly through the air, and Dominique would try to tear the air down.
Participated in 5 dunk contests. You beat the great Michael Jordan head-to-head, fair and square. Which brings us to LeBron James, the best player in pro basketball, who has yet to participate in a single dunk contest. You were 5 now, and he's still 0. What are your emotions and thoughts about that?
I would love to see him do it. I really would. I think the whole world would love to see LeBron get it. But I think this is the problem, I think, with the dunk contest now, that guys now don't get into dunk contests because I don't really know if they really enjoy competing against one another. You know, and because maybe they have so many other distractions, what have you, but he's probably going to go down one of the greatest athletes that never do the dunk contest.
Well, you guys all participated back then. The fact that the dunk contest was helping you establish your brands. Like, I remember the first dunk contest with you and Michael Jordan, and Dr. J was still the kind of branded dunker, and that contest elevated you guys and finally got the world past Dr. J and on to you guys. How much of it is because they have these multi-million-dollar brands now already?
I think if you look at what Michael and I did, 25, 26 years later, they're still talking about it. So it wasn't really about the slam dunk contest itself. It was about the individuals who got in it, and the greats wanted to know who the best was. Michael and I wanted to know who the best was, period. And it wasn't going to screw with your legacy at all. It's not something that's going to interfere with that. It's just something we did for the weekend for the fans.
Do you think the NBA was more talented when you played, when Jordan played, the Magic, than today? They're more physical and they're more athletic, but you guys have more skills?
Is that a trick question?
No.